job of beating us in the effort department, especially in the last quarter.
Now let's have some questions from our media friends. Guys, don't forget to unmute.
Hi, Coach Shot.
Hi.
Can you hear me, Coach? Yep. Coach Denison of the Inquirer. Coach, dismal efforts aside, are there any parang silver linings from within the team that you're hoping to harness moving forward po?
Yeah, I thought today I was very pleased with the game of Kib Montalvo, and I should have gotten him back in the game in the second half. Except I also wanted to give Brian Heruela minutes on the floor, and guys like JJ Alejandro some minutes on the floor, and I wasn't able to get him back in because Terrafirma made that big run. So I should have done a better job. And so if you're asking me of positives, a silver lining, I thought was the game of Kib. I thought Glenn Cobuntin played really well, and Dave Marcelo as well. So there were some things that are like you say, silver linings from this game.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh,
Coach.
Live ka.
Good afternoon, Coach. Did you miss coaching in the PBA? And how did you feel being back there on the sideline?
It felt weird, to be very honest. Like I said earlier, I really didn't know anymore how to prepare for the game. The routine, especially now that there are a lot of restrictions. So it was weird in that sense. But hopefully, as we get more games under our belt, we get more used. I get more used to the routine, because my life outside the PBA, I'm doing already a lot of things. Diba? Ang dami ko ng ibang ginagawa, and that fills my daily routine. Obviously now I have to adjust because of the games. So like I said, I just have to get used to it. But definitely the juices, the competition, the competitive juice gets going. You play a game like that where where you have moments of happiness because your team is playing well, and then you have moments of utter exasperation because your team is really messing up so badly. But that's basketball. That's why we love this game so much, right? That's why we're here to compete.
Coach, any update on Mikey Williams?
He's completing his quarantine. Anong araw na ba ngayon? Wala na rin sa akin ng mga the days. So I think it will be 2 or 3 more days before he finishes that, so that he can take his RT-PCR test. If that turns out negative, then he can be released from quarantine and start joining us for practice. But I don't expect him to be joining the team really soon in terms of understanding the things that we do, our offense, our defense, and more than that, understanding his teammates and his teammates understanding him. Hindi pa nga kami nagkakakilala eh. Diba? So that's why when it was, I think it was Molly and Ray Hoble who asked me how prepared we were. Sabi ko, sobrang prepared kami. And it was a tongue-in-cheek comment na we haven't even met Mikey Williams yet. So mahaba-habang ano pa yan. I think that's a long process before we can integrate him into the scheme of things.
So how many games at least, Coach, before you let him play?
We will know only when he starts practicing, the kind of shape he is, the kind of understanding he has of our system. Even while he was abroad naman, we sent him a lot of our materials, our drills, our practice, our plays. So he knows it conceptually, he knows it in his mind, mentally, but iba yung, alam mo yung drawing, iba yung gagawin mo sa sahig, di ba? So that's why I really can't tell. Obviously, we want it sooner rather than later, but it's really hard to tell. I won't be honest if I give you a time.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Oh, Noli Cortez, naka-raise your hands ka dyan.
Coach, buti na lang comment mo doon, buti na lang sa huli na lang naging malikot, katulad ng sinasabi mo kamalawa.
Yung kalaban,
Yung laro nyo, naging malikot, buti sa huli na lang.
correct. Like I said, we're at the very start. We're at the we have just taken our first step as a team today. Kami lang ang team. I know there is no team in the PBA who's had a tune-up game prior to this season, prior to the opening. But kami, we're really from scratch. As in, this was really our first experience coming together to play as a team. So the little things, the little, alam mo yun, yung amuyan, yung chemistry, yung kindatan sa loob, parang malayo pa kami dun kasi there's still a lot to learn.
Ayos, Coach. Thank you. Congrats.
Si Denison, kaya? Oh, okay. Yan.
That's all na po, Coach. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you.